Last day we had seen the systems of accounting, basis of accounting, and accounting standards. So today I am going to start the new chapter, recording of transactions. Recording of transactions. First. So what do you mean by what are the basis of accounting? Hanna Salim, basis of accounting.
Cash basis and
Cash basis and
record basis.
accrual basis. What do you mean by cash basis of accounting? Femina. What do you mean by cash basis of accounting?
That are recorded only in cash, that are given in cash.
Because we are recording only the cash transactions. Next, what do you mean by accrual basis? Anat, what do you mean by accrual basis of accounting?
Sir, this basis records both cash and credit transactions.
Okay. Under this method, we are recording the cash as well as credit transaction. Okay. Next, what are the systems of accounting? Shubham, what are the systems of accounting? Shubham, systems of accounting.
Systems of accounting.
There are two systems of accounting. Don't know. Abarna.
Sir, double entry system and single entry system.
Yes, double entry system and single entry system. So what do you by single entry system? Single entry system.
Sir, adding only single data.
An accounting system which is based on
Single.
entry. Only that. An accounting system which is not based on double entry system are known as single entry. It is incomplete, unscientific method of bookkeeping, not accurate. Basil, what do you mean by double entry system? What do you mean by double entry system of bookkeeping?
Sir, every transaction has two aspects.
Okay, every transaction has two aspects. That is,
Debit and credit.
yes, debit and credit. Otherwise, receiving and giving aspects. That is double entry system. Then what do you mean by accounting standard? What do you mean by accounting standard? Anjo, what do you mean by accounting standard?
The set of rules, guidelines based on principles of accounting.
Okay, set of rules and guidelines based on the principles and the method of accounting to have uniformity in terminology, approach, and presentation of results. That is accounting standard. So, then today I am going to start the new chapter. The name of the chapter is origin and recording of transactions. Otherwise, in your textbook you can see recording of transactions 1. Recording of transactions 1. Okay. So what do you mean by business transactions? What do you mean by business transactions? Hanna Salim, what do you mean by business transactions? First chapter we studied the basic accounting terms. Business transaction, it refers to?
Any transactions with the
Yes, any transactions which involves the transfer of money between the business and others. Otherwise, any transaction or event which has a value measurable in terms of money, that is business transactions. So already we said the transaction may be cash and credit. What do you mean by cash transaction? It involves immediate receipt or payment of cash. Then what do you mean by credit transaction? Wherein payment and receipt is postponed for a future date. That is credit transactions. Okay, so that is transaction. Now we have to know the meaning of source document. Already we studied the verifiable objective, verifiable principles we studied. Okay, so in that what it specifies, that only first topic, source document. Source document means in order to record the transactions in the books of account, there must be some supporting documents. It is needed. There must be some supporting document in support of the transactions. That is source document. Means the documents on the basis of which transactions are recorded in the books of account are known as source document or vouchers. Okay, so on which basis we are recording the transaction in the books, that is known as source document. So if you are recording any transaction, you have to attach some document, that is source document. So it helps to provide information about the nature of the transaction and also the actual amount involved in it. Means it gives the information, the source document will give the information about the nature of the transactions and also the actual amount involved in it. That is the source document. So it helps in the verifying the correctness of the recorded transactions. So on the basis of this source document, we can verify the correctness of the recorded transaction. That is source documents. So example, source document example, invoice, bill, receipts, vouchers, okay, then a debit bill, credit bill. So all are the examples of source document. Okay, in that they will specify all the information, the amount, the nature of whether debit or credit, full details of the transaction, it will specify in the source document. So in support, whenever we are recording, simply we are not recording any transaction. You have to attach the bill or invoice in support of that. So then no corruption in that maintenance of accounts. Otherwise, they can correct, they can do some malpractices in the accounts. Okay, so whenever we are recording any transaction in the books, we have to support the support of, we must need some source documents. Okay, so that is source documents. So next, accounting equations. Accounting equation. So we'll do the problems related with the accounting equation. So what do you mean by accounting equation? Accounting equation is the equality between the debits and credit or the assets and liabilities including capital. That is accounting equation. Accounting equation is the equality between the debits and credits or assets and liabilities including capital. That is accounting equation. So what is the accounting equation? Assets is equal to equities. Assets is equal to equities. That is the accounting equation. So what do you mean by assets? Assets, already you know that assets refers to the properties owned by the business. The properties owned by the business are called assets. Then what do you mean by equities? The total claims against a business are called equities. The total claims against the business are called equities. Then equities are two types. First one, the claims to outsiders. Then claims to owners. Okay, that is equities. Asset is equal to equities. That is accounting equation. Assets means the properties owned by the business. Example, we know that cash, bank, building, machinery, furniture, stock, assets. Equity means the claims against, means liabilities. The claims, liabilities and capital, that is equities. Already we said according to business entity concept, the capital invested by the owner is treated as the loan given by the owner to the business. That is equities. Means equities may be claims to the outsiders. Claims to the outsiders means, example, creditors. If you purchased goods on credit from supplier, outsider only, you have to pay. Then if you take a loan from the bank, outsiders. If it is owners means inside, shareholder. So they invested amount in the business. After that, we have to return that amount to them. Okay, two liabilities are there. Claims to outsiders, outside the organization, to creditors, supplier, then from bank. Then claims to the owners means inside, the shareholders. So after that, we have to return. So this is the equation. Asset is equal to equities. I will explain in detail. So accounting equation is the, so this is the accounting equation. Assets is equal to liabilities, this you have to study, liabilities plus capital. So if you have any doubt, you can ask, okay? After that I will ask, then you have to tell whether you understood, whether you understand or not, okay? So this is the accounting equation. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Means next we will study in the upcoming chapters, we will study the balance sheet. Balance sheet, already we said that to know the financial position, we are preparing the balance sheet. So in that, two sides are there. In the left side, capital and liabilities. Then amount, assets, amount. Okay, liabilities, two sides are there, capital and liabilities and assets. Understand? So this is accounting equation. Means if we get liability 1 lakh, then you should get asset also 1 lakh. Means asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. Both sides should be equal. You will understand. After doing that trading and profit account, we will do balance sheet. If the two sides are not equal, means our answer is incorrect. So exam time you can understand whether your answer is correct or not. Okay, so that is this only the accounting equation is the equality between debits or credit or assets and liabilities, including capital. That is accounting equation. Accounting equation is the equality between assets and liabilities, including capital. Both should be equal. If you take any information, the two sides should be equal. That we will do. So this is the accounting equation. So in this case, we can do the, so we said asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. Next, how to calculate liabilities from this equation? Liabilities is equal to, so you have to write liabilities is equal to assets minus capital. you look at that is the format. From that, if you minus asset minus, I said two side capital and liabilities. Capital and liabilities. Then I said here assets. Two side I said capital. So if you from assets, if you minus capital, then we will get remaining is liabilities. Okay, assets minus capital is equal to liability. Then how to find capital? Assets minus liabilities. Okay, from asset, if you minus liability, then it will be capital. This is the accounting equation. If you know this equation, then we can easily do the problems. Any doubts? Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. That is the accounting equation. So from that, from this equation, we can find liabilities. How to find assets minus capital? That is liabilities. Then assets minus capital is equal to assets minus capital liability. Assets minus liabilities is equal to capital. Okay? Any doubt this equation? Okay, so this is the meaning of accounting equation. It is a statement of equality between debits and credits or assets and liabilities including capital. So thus asset is equal to equities. Okay. So the properties owned by the business are called assets. Then total claims against a business are called equities. Already we said. So equation is this one. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Any doubt related with the accounting equation?
No.
Okay. So I will show the format of accounting equations. Okay. So if you have any doubt at that time, you can ask. Format is accounting equation. Accounting equation. So column transactions. Okay. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. So this is the format. Transactions, assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. So you write this format, then we will do some problems. Then we will start that question. Okay, so I given two questions. Okay, transactions, assets, liabilities plus capital. Okay, so can I start?
Yes.
Okay, so we will get a lot of questions. The questions you have to write in the transaction column. Suppose, example I will tell, first one. started business. You have to write the question also along with me. Started business with cash rupees 10,000. Started business with the cash rupees 10,000. So what do you mean this one? Started business with the cash rupees 10,000. What is this?
Capital.
Amount invested by the owner for starting the business. That is what the term. Which one? Amount
Capital.
invested by the, which one?
Capital.
Yes, capital. Okay? Amount started business or commenced business, that is capital. Starting time, if they invested any amount, that is capital. That is clear? So already we know that capital, we know. So you look that, I said assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. It is easy only. So if you have any doubt related with each transaction, you can tell at that time, okay? So you look up, started a business with the cash. So we said accounting equation assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. So in this case, assets, anything, whether anything we will get, anything we will get
10,000.
10,000. Yes, correct. Who said Shubham?
Yes,
So
sir.
we will get cash. So we have to write cash 10,000. Okay? We will get cash. Already we said it is a capital. So is equal to 10,000.
10,000.
Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. 10,000 is equal to 10,000. So each transaction you will you can check whether your answer is correct or not. Because here you look at the 10,000 is equal to 10,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so started business with the cash, we will get the cash, that is asset. Then that thing is, it is a capital. So that's why it will come in capital. So after doing some questioning, you will understand. Okay, then only we will start the problem. So, okay?
Okay,
So
sir.
if you have any doubt, you can ask. Second one, after doing 10 or 12 questions only, we will start the problem. Purchased goods for cash. Purchased goods for cash. Rupees 5,000. Purchased goods for cash. Rupees 5,000. So here we purchased goods and given cash. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. Purchased goods, we got goods and given cash. So I am asking whether goods is asset or liability.
Assets.
Asset. Okay, every answer, Shubham only telling every answer. So Shubham is not giving chance to others. Okay, very good. So purchased goods for cash, goods asset, cash is, whether cash is asset or liability? Cash,
Assets.
assets. Okay, cash also asset, goods also asset. So first we will write cash, first asset. Whenever we will write first cash item, we will write. So you look at that here, cash plus or minus Hanna Salim, purchased goods for cash. We purchased goods, we given cash. So plus or minus cash. Our cash will go.
Minus.
So minus 5,000. So cash gone, what we got? We got goods. So goods also asset. No liability. Why? Because we purchased goods for cash basis. We purchased goods for cash basis. So purchased goods for cash. First you look at what are the two items. Goods, cash. Here cash started, that is capital. Purchased goods for cash. So cash gone. So minus what will get? Goods we will get plus 5,000 is equal to 0. No liability because we didn't purchase on credit basis. Shubham, mute the microphone. So any doubt, Anat, Fabina, any doubts?
No, sir.
Any transaction? No. These two, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Aparna?
Sir, no. No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next, third one. So we will do more exercise. After that only we will start the problem. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Next, purchased goods on credit from purchased goods on credit from Rahul, rupees 10,000. Purchased goods on credit from Rahul. Purchased goods on credit from Rahul. Purchased goods on credit from Rahul. So you look that in this transaction, whether it is a cash purchase or credit purchase. Yes, credit purchase. So here two items are there, goods and Rahul. Not cash. In the last transaction, goods and cash. Here, goods and Rahul. Because it is a credit purchase. So, anyone tell whether Rahul is our debtor or creditor? Means our liability or assets? Our liabilities or assets?
Liabilities.
Liabilities. Okay, correct. So, purchased goods. So, what we will get? We will get goods. That is 10,000. Okay? No cash, no effect on cash. No effect on cash because it is a credit purchase. So, it will come under liability. That person is known as, I said, purchased goods on credit from any person. That person is known as creditor. If sold goods on credit to any person, that person is known as debtor. Debtor is our asset. It is our liability. Amount is 10,000. You look, 10,000 is equal to 10,000. Okay, goods, Rahul. So then you have some doubt. So what are the item will affect in capital? So I will tell, started business with the cash, normal, I am telling. Started business with the cash, then if any expense paid or income received, if any expense paid or income received, please listen, if any expense paid or income received, it will affect cash and capital only. If any expense paid, suppose salary paid, cash minus, capital minus. Otherwise, paid wages, cash minus, capital minus. Then received interest, received, we got. So cash plus, capital plus. Received commission, cash plus, capital plus. Okay, so started business with the cash and expense and income. Not related with the purchase goods, sold goods, purchase furniture, sold furniture. Then another effect. Otherwise, that it will affect capital. Okay, expense, income, and commence to business with the cash. That only will affect capital. Then one more item is there, if any profit. If sold goods on any profit is there, it will affect it. That I will tell. Mainly started business with the cash. If any expense paid and income received only, that will affect cash and capital. Okay, that you have to understand. So purchase goods on credit over. So next question, fourth one. Sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash. Rupees 10,000. Sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash. Here also we know that two item. What are the two item, Aparna? Sold goods for cash.
Sir, goods,
Goods and
cash.
cash. Goods and cash. Sold goods for cash. So you look that in this case, Femina, you tell cash plus cash also, goods also affected. Cash and goods, whether it is asset or liability. Cash and goods.
Sir,
Femina?
goods or liabilities?
Goods.
Liability.
Goods. Assets.
Assets.
Cash and goods, assets. Liability means that person, creditor, liability. Okay? Goods also, cash also, assets. So Femina, you tell, in this case, cash plus or minus. Sold goods for cash, whether we will get or whether we have to pay the cash.
Sir,
Cash?
plus.
Plus, correct. Then goods, our goods, plus or minus, increase or decrease? Goods?
Decrease.
Decrease, correct. Minus is equal to 0. Okay? So cash will increase and goods will decrease. So one more, we will do lot sold. So after doing everything, then we will do the problem. Then you can do every problem. Okay. So sold goods on credit to Ashish. Ashish, rupees 3,000. Sold goods on credit to Ashish. Sold goods on credit to Ashish. Anjo, here two items are there. What are the two items? Sold goods on credit to Ashish. So two items.
Goods and
Goods and Ashish. So you, whether Ashish is our assets or liability, you tell.
liability.
You look, you sold goods on credit to any person. After that, whether you will get or you have to pay the amount. You will get the payment. So this person is known as who? Debtor. Okay. Here Rahul is known as creditor. Okay. So goods also, Ashish also asset. Goods also, Ashish also asset. Not liability. If you purchase, that will be liability. Purchased. Okay. So what we have to write? Goods. So second item. Goods plus or minus Aparna. Goods. Sold goods. So goods.
Sir, plus.
Yes, less, correct. Less 3,000. We said Ashish is debtor. That is our asset. Is equal to 0. So asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. Here, you have to look whether Ashish is our assets or liability. Means we will get amount. So our asset. If you purchased on credit, then we have to pay the amount. That's why creditor. Here means debtor. Okay? So any doubt related with this one? This 5 transaction started business with the cash, capital. Purchased goods for cash, we will get goods. So first we have to write cash. Then after that goods, then debtor. Mainly only 3 items, cash, goods, debtor. Okay. So first we have to cash. That's why cash I wrote. Okay. So first we have to check whether cash increase or decrease, plus or minus. Then goods, then debtor. Okay. Clear? Any doubts? So purchased goods for cash. So goods plus cash minus. Okay. So any doubts? Any doubts? So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. You can call me. Okay. So thank you all. Have a nice day.